I couldn't convey anything to him. The nurse came in and straightened my body out and put cotton in my mouth and nose and in my ears and pulled a sheet up over my head. And I was thoroughly satisfied then, and I sort of figured that was the end of my body, and I was completely free. I had absolutely no fear at any time, and dying is a pleasure. It is not a hardship.
And then we were told that Baba came in the night and took off the sheet and unstuffed his nose and eyes and whatever they do at that time, and rubbed Babudi on his chest and breathed the breath of life in him.
And the next thing I knew, I was right back standing alongside my body, back in the hospital. Then I opened my eyes, and I looked at my body, and I said, I might have made this mistake in deciding to return to it. It seemed like going right back into a cesspool. And I hesitated, and I said, I'm into it now, I might as well carry it on. And so I went into my body, and that very instant I was right back into the old grind of breathing and trying to get my breath and going through all the sufferings of a person as sick as I can be and still be alive. And I opened my eyes and saw my wife. I said, you look beautiful in pink.
Se conocen episodios diversos que demuestran los poderes de Baba para resucitar a los muertos. El Rajá de Ventahiri fue testigo de la resurrección de un hombre que llevaba 6 días de haber fallecido y cuyo cuerpo mostraba el normal proceso de descomposición. Por primera vez en la historia moderna, un hombre santo empieza a llamar la atención de personas con grandes recursos económicos de todo el mundo. Este es el señor Isaac Tigret, presidente fundador de la prestigiada cadena de restaurantes Hard Rock Café.
I'm from Jackson, Tennessee, which is a small country town between Nashville and Memphis, Tennessee. I was raised there until about the age of 15, and then I went to England. My mother and father were separated, and he went to England, had businesses there, and I was blessed to go there. I started a business when I was 19, which I called the Hard Rock Cafe. I had a very wild life, to say the least. I remember one time leaving the road terribly intoxicated about 5 o'clock in the morning in a Porsche Targa doing about 90 miles an hour in California down a canyon. This car flew off into the air about a 300 or 400 foot drop, and I had actually fallen asleep while driving home a little inebriated, and Sai Baba suddenly appeared next to me in the car. This was 1975 maybe, or 76. Put his arm around me, and I just noticed him as the car started to spin in midair. It went over probably about 10 times. There was nothing left of the car. There was no windshield, there was no roll bar, there were no doors, there was no engine, there was nothing. It was totally and completely destroyed. Yet I got up and out. I mean, the pressure of this arm around me, I guess, protected me completely, and I got up and walked out of this car without even a bruise, much less a scratch. I got on a plane immediately and went to India to thank him. And of course, he ignored me the whole time I was there. Again, in 1977, I had an epileptic fit due to an intense drug overdose in a hotel room in Denver, Colorado, about 1 o'clock in the morning. I went into epilepsy. I lost all motor response. I fell to the floor. I swallowed my tongue. I choked to death. Just like you read about, my spirit came out of the top of my head. I was in a different state of consciousness, and I was looking down at my body. Something in that state of consciousness, which was one of total peace and wondrous, I will never forget it, said to me, your time is not now, call your guru's name. I called Sai Baba's name, and he appeared instantly in this room. He picked me up and put me on a bed. He pulled my tongue out. I'm watching this from above. He places his hand on my chest and pushes on my chest, and the spirit went right back into my body. I was back into the state of epilepsy at that point in time, and I don't know how much time passed, surely a number of minutes. And shortly afterwards, I was released from the hospital because it was drug-related, not an actual mental malady. I left for India the next day to thank Sai Baba. And he ignored me for several months on that occasion as well. I want to say one word about this Sai Baba and money business, because everybody says, oh, Sai doesn't take any money, and da-da-da-da. Sai needs nothing. He blessed me by allowing me to give him some money. He didn't ask for it. He arranged it. He knew I was coming 15 lifetimes ago for that moment. But the point being, don't think of Sai Baba as this marvelous, marvelous incarnation that's down in Puttaparthi. He is here. He is in every one of you. He is waiting. He adores you. It's so very, very important. Sai Baba is not that little furry-haired creature that we all adore and love. That is a delusion. He has said that many, many times before. To be preoccupied with that form, you're deluding yourself. To know him in his true form is to know him as everything, everywhere, everyone. Our ego wants to deny the existence of God, period.
No solo esto ha causado el asombro del hombre, ya que también dentro de sus múltiples milagros comprobados, le ha devuelto la vista a ciegos y el movimiento a paralíticos,